Do they can't move when they're cold? Or?
Yeah, no.
Actually, last week I was coming down southeast and I ran into one of these ones.
They're called,
We've just come off the Winder Trail, which is up there, and oh my god, I just found a ribbon. This is crazy. Just trying to keep our tracking along here, and yeah, we're working our way to Blackfellows. Yeah, we keep finding these ribbons. So people have been and done what we have done before. It came from there. Logically, we'd expect it to go down that gully there, but it's led us, there's a pink ribbon down there, it's led us uphill, and it looks like we're about to hit some escarpment here. So we're just going slow so we can pick up on all the pink ribbons. So 30 seconds later, we keep going uphill, we keep finding these. Like, there's no consistency to where these ribbons are going. They've just, I reckon people have done 100 different tracks to get to this point. So now we've hit a well-worn path. This is good. So yeah, just trying to follow the pink ribbons and get on our way. We've come onto a old logging trail which seems to be giving us a good run to where we want to go. So it follows the top of the spur, which we were sort of picking up on. So yeah, just following that for what it's worth, and then yeah, whenever it's no good for us, we'll get off. We've again found a series of fire trails / logging tracks that we're following to get around to the northern part of the Blackfellows Valley area, specifically the amphitheatre. We just got onto this one, hopefully not as choked up as the previous one. If it's not in rainforest, it gets a lot of vines and lantana and weeds on it, so we just got a track beside it normally. So we saw a view through the trees and we thought, we're going for it. Yeah, this is the whole Blackfellows Creek system. There's some more. Blackfellows Creek goes around there. This is a tributary, and there's the amphitheatre over there. So we've got our first glimpse of the amphitheatre. That is impressive. I don't know what you'd see from the bottom, but there's 3 tiers here, and there's still a decent fall right at the base. Amazing.
Yeah, it's got like a little sunspot right there.
Well, that's only just started to happen, because when I first noticed, he wasn't in the sun. Little cascade here, and then the view over the edge. There's no getting too close to this. That's the still over point there. That's where we were when we got our best view. Tracking along the rim, there's a lot of fallen trees around here. I just spotted this tree highway to get us over the raspberry patch that we've hit, so it's all good, and a nice gimpy to say hello to us on the way, but we're not going to touch that. We've come to the end of our time at the top of that cliff face and funneling down here. We're gonna head left pretty soon, about 50 meters down, I'd say. So we've got down to Blackfellows Creek. Through a wall of lantana, I had to find little open patches wherever I could to get into this creek. We had lunch on that little bank there, and we're tracking up this creek right now. It's the coolest water we've experienced for a while, but yeah, we're walking through it. A bit more of Blackfellows Creek. Nice pool to swim in. No lantana here. This is the crib of the amphitheatre. And we're tracking up this way. This is Blackfellows proper. We've just hit a nice pool, and we can't get around it except going up there, which we might do. Here's another nice pool formed by this little cascade here, which is, it might not seem much, but it's a marker point for us. So there's about 10 tributaries that we have to cross to get to where we're going to. We've been tracking along mostly in eucalyptus forest. This is not, this is brush box, so it's sort of a transition zone between eucalyptus and rainforest, but I just find myself now in this really nice little section of rainforest, even if it is a small patch. I don't know what's going on here, because you've got a little clear tributary there, but I'll call this Gimpy Cascade. There's a little tributary maybe coming up here, and this nice rainforest section. Found this pool and another cool cascade here. Keep going up. We're just really fighting the clock of sunrise here. 2 o'clock or just after. And we're trying to get to the base of the falls and then back out to our cars. We're only a little further upstream, but we've just hit this tributary here. Yeah, it's got a waterfall, and yeah, it's basically a tributary from. Man, we've hustled. I'm well and truly ahead of the rest of the pack. I'm just at the base of the falls. I reckon I can find a way out to save us heaps of time, but yeah, here we are. Wow, here I am. This is amazing. At the base of the falls. Look at it. I would say in any other time this probably wouldn't be very exciting. Who knows what's up there? There's another level above it. This was such a hard job getting in here. I convinced the group to come up this avalanche. So here's Bonnie coming up, and we're going through this bit here. It'll pretty much take us to the top, which will save us a hell of a lot of time, given the amount of time that we've spent in here. The views are just spectacular here. Get up further and maybe a view of the water. Just looking at all the cliffs here, I can see another level of that waterfall. Something that you could pretty much try and discover. Just getting to the top of it as well, and this valley, it's just awesome. And then the crew coming up, we're getting up higher, closer to the top. This is what we've already done, and this is the waterfall in the distance. Sort of trying to see if there's a trickle at the top there too. This is just amazing, worth the effort. We're still, you know, quite slow, and here I get more views of Blackfellows main fall. I'm on a very narrow razorback, it's about 1.5 meters wide, and I've got to get up there somewhere, but we're near the top, so that's going to make us a lot happier than having to creek hop all the way. This is our way up. Reminds me of Mount Philp. Wow, what a valley. It's so steep it freaks you out. We just come up from down there. Couldn't make it there because of the lantana through that funnel there. Went around that spur there. So look at, it's so nice. What's going on there with the waterfall? I don't dare push myself too close to the edge because it's so steep. There we go. We just got a view. That's not that bad. So we're making our way back to the Winder Trail, and there's this nice creek that we're following here. We spotted a decent waterfall through the trees, but yeah, it's for another day.